Okay, this is the fourth class, day 4. It's the second video. We did an introduction for you. Now, Kim is a better model than I was, and we're doing freedom of movement. We have 5 routines for you, and they really cover the whole body. You get a warm-up for the breathing system first, and then it really goes head to toe. Okay, so first one's called break the stick. You walk in, breathe in, power up on the toe. And if you're using this as a warm-up, you can do, 4, 5, 6 forward, and then the same going backwards. Again, all of these, if you're doing this as a workout, it's 10 slow, 10 medium, 10 fast forward and backwards. Okay, next one's karate punches. Kim's just going to do this one in place. You can walk into it. So you breathe in, open the ribs, breathe out, hands overhead on the toes. Breathe in, down, palms up, head side, palms up, head side. Thank you. Body waves, great exercise. Again, you can do it in place or walk into it. So every 3 steps you do the move. So it's like a breakdance move. Now, Kim's going backwards, and she's going to move her hands in the other direction. Now, you can go forward again with the arms, but this is a little more coordination and a different rotation on your shoulders. Falling hamstring stretch. So Kim's going to go forward, touch both toes, leg is straight, raise the leg behind. Yes. So this one, we can do forward and backwards, and make sure, okay, perfect. No, don't, thank you. What I'm saying is, if you're using this in an exercise session, unless you're a ballerina or a cheerleader, I would keep this in the slow range because you can really do some damage on the hamstring. This next one, swan step back, is definitely only backwards. So you raise the leg. We will do the breaststroke later. Just arms. Yes, thank you. So just step back, keep the chest up, raise that leg as high as you can behind you. Thank you. Then a speed skate. So it's as if you're speed skating as you're moving forward. So that back foot is twisted and off the ground. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Forward and backwards, please. Just a different rhythm, different balance. Thank you. Now we're walking forward and doing high lateral kicks to the side. And you can ask your athlete to either put the toes up or the toes forward. I'm saying if they're an athlete where they have to change direction, I'd say toes forward. And then you're going backwards. Thank you. And now we're doing the palm tree in a hurricane. Yes. So when the hand is up, the other leg is forward. You really stretch the side, be as loose as you can. Okay, so that's routine number 1 of 5. Routine number 2, lung expansion. You can walk into it, and you breathe in, go up on your toes, circle your hands. Yes. And then the other way. Thank you. And now you go backwards. Thank you. Number 2, shoulder shrugs. So you're kind of walking as you bring your traps to your ears. Thank you. And backwards. Number 3, and routine number 2 is a walking twist. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Look behind you. Keep that back hand up in the air. Head looks back at the back hand. Thank you. And backwards. And here a big one is to make sure those legs stay hip width apart. You can see people get them too close together and they lose the balance. Vertical hamstring stretch with a full arm rotation. So you're going to go clockwise when you walk forward. You bring your hands up. Okay. Thank you. Now you're going to go counterclockwise when you walk backwards, which makes it more difficult to raise the hands as you put your chest on your legs. Thank you. Hip up and change. So this one is done in place. So you're stretching the hip flexors, kind of a lunge position. You come up, stretch the groin, go back to the other side. Yes, very nice. Actually, one of the moves, if both legs were straight, which is a different exercise, and doing that rotation, it's a great way to wake up every morning and do about 60 of those moves. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, ballet. High to the outside with the knee and cross in front. Okay, that's the forward, and to go backwards is high to the outside and cross behind. Nice. Quad swinging. If you're doing this just as a warm-up, as you swing your knee forward, you jump forward, but it's quite easy. You just swing and you don't worry about too much here. But if you're going fast, then you really have to be able to bring the leg back to its starting position before you go again, or else people lose the coordination. So the tight muscles and the lack of the coordination will hurt the speed, and that is the level of qualities that we talked about. Thank you. Continual karate kick, similar to the first one, but now instead of walking, you're jumping and landing in balance on each one, forward and backwards. And this next one we'll do in place. It's the karate punches, so the breathing in, and this time with the knee up. So as you breathe out, knee up, then down, down, side, same side, other knee. Oh. Yes, thank you. Oh, you did a little different rhythm. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, routine number 3, Statue of Liberty. Kind of like our cross crawl, but you're moving forward and backwards. Next one is throwing arms. So you're just walking. It's going to be opposite arm, opposite leg, please. Opposite. Yes, thank you. And backwards. You can throw forward. You can throw your arms forward. Doesn't. Yes, thank you. Okay. All right. So it's just as if you're throwing. Then you're standing in place and just do a twist, a standing twist, really loose with the arms. You wrap them around your body. You should hear that snap. All right, now we're going to take that throwing arms to another step and go throwing kicks. So it's 1, 2, 3, kick, 1, 2, 3, kick, 1, 2, 3, kick, 1, 2, 3, kick. Now when you're going backwards, it's nice to have a drop step. So 1, 2, 3, drop, kick, 1, 2, 3, drop, kick, 1, 2, drop. Yes, thank you. You get the idea. Good coordination. Excellent. Okay, now we have that hip up and change, but you're walking into it this time. So you do the hip flexor stretch. So left leg forward. Now you're going to walk forward a few steps and get the right leg back. Turn the other way with the right leg back. Sorry, now turn, turn. Okay, thank you. Super. Okay. Very good. Straight leg side circle. So really loosen the hips. Moving forward, yeah. Throw the legs forward. Excellent. Easy enough forward, but backwards is tough. You really got to use the rear end. As we talked about earlier, this is a great way to balance off front of the body with back of the body. Okay, in place or moving, we'll do this one in place, narrow or wide squats. So you alternate a narrow squat and a wide squat. Super. Just another one that we can do in place. It's a windmill and then into a groin stretch. So your legs are split laterally. You're doing a windmill. Thank you. Now, as you do the windmill, you start to add a little bit of a groin stretch. That's very nicely done, and you get the rear end down. And now it's walking, open the hip, and catch the foot. We usually call this a chicken wing. So walk forward, catch. Forward, catch. And backwards, please. Nice. Okay, number 4. Again, walking into it or in place, a one-arm lung expansion. So you take one arm across the body, breathe in. Other arm across the body, breathe in. Now you bring it outside. And outside. Outside. Okay, then backwards. Inside. Inside. Outside. Outside. Nice. And your head's going up, breathing in the nose, and then breathe out the mouth. That will stimulate for the exercise. Rotating arms. So straight arms rotating as you walk forward, opposite arm, opposite leg. And on this one, you can, unlike the throwing arms, you can do it backwards. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Yes. Whoops. There we go. And now rotating hips in place. So, okay. So you can think pelvis, you can think hips, anything that you're loosening up the midsection. Thanks. And now we're doing the rotating arms and touching down to the opposite toe every 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, touch. Rotate the arms at the same time. 1, 2, 3, touch. 1, 2, 3, touch. Now we're going backwards. 1, 2, 3, touch. 1, 2, 3, touch. Nicely done. Okay, next one, you can walk into this or stay in place. We'll just do it in place. You get in a tuck position or a low squat, and then you kick behind to stretch the hip flexors. 1. Nice. Thank you. Now we're in place for this one for sure. It's a quad stretch. And you're going to stretch your quad first in a straight line. So right underneath the body, forward and backwards. You power up on the toe, toe, toe. And then after a couple, you bring it out to the side. So you stretch the groin at the same time. Now you can bring it in and out or forward and backwards. So you have a few different options. It's just we're getting the groin at the same time as the quad right there. Nice. Thank you. Leg swing across the body. Again, you can walk in or stay in place. It goes front and then back. And you're going on your toe every time. Well done. Now, you did the palm tree before and you did the ballet. Now, this is really going to take some coordination. You got the palm tree and the ballet at the same time. Oh, opposite. Only backwards you start same. Yes. So you got to have the ballet move and the palm tree. Now, when you go backwards, you'll start same because you'll end up opposite. Nope. Switch hands. Yep, now you got it. Super. Thank you. Oh, now we're on the last one. Routine number 5. First one's in place to open activate the breathing system again, stimulate the breathing system, rib rub. So you want to breathe in and really go right from the belly up and open the ribs in one direction, and then the hands will go in the other direction. Okay, thank you. Now we're doing pickups. So it's like shoulder shrugs, except you're going a little lower, picking off the ground. Bring your traps to your ears. Yes. And backwards. All right. Walking toe touch. Every step. Thank you. Now this one can be done backwards, but we know it's okay. We'll just do the next one. The next one's a swan step backwards with a breaststroke. So you did swan step before. Now you're going to do a breaststroke as you step backwards. Okay, a little bit of coordination, same balance, same chest up, and stretch the hip flexor. Okay, now this is a series that you see a lot in these warm-ups. It's catch the knee. So every step, catch the knee. Just make sure, I should have mentioned this at the very beginning, that you power up on the toes. You power up on the toes because your balance point and your power point are right in the middle of your calf. So now you caught the knee. Let's go a little lower and catch the ankle. So you got to bring that knee up a little higher. So external cues, that's when you get your best performance. So that's why catch the knee is important, and then catch the ankle, and you're going to get a different outcome. Catch the heel behind. A lot tougher in the water, as we saw, than on the land. Forward and backwards. Thank you. Side stride steps, or as Kim called them before, star squats. So you get in a squat, give yourself a hug, big step. Big step laterally. So here you get groin, you get squat, and you fully extend it. And the last one, we're going to piece together a lunge move with the palm tree move. So really good for the side of the body. So opposite hand overhead to the leg that's forward. Yes, yes, and really loose, lean to the side, very, very loose, and backwards. Okay, okay, gang, have a good time practicing with these. Thanks a lot.